What's up, guys? Welcome back to Roman Stomper. We are jumping into another poodle. We're maxing out this draft. We're going to do our 20 entries. We got the 8 spot, so yeah, we'll see who we wind up with here. Amon maybe. Um, for those of you who are not familiar with best ball, this is how this works. You have to come out of the top 2 here in your 12-man pod, and then you go up against 5 other players or 4 other players, and then you go up against 6 other players in week 16, and then you go up against, in this tournament, 330 in week 17, and if you beat them, you turn your $7 entry into a $40,000 first prize, $350,000 prize pool. No trading, no waivers. You just automatically sets your lineup for the highest scoring folks, and this is half point PPR. So this is our 6th entry or 7th entry, something like that. Yeah. So these drafts, if you're not familiar with this format, these drafts tend to be actually pretty running back heavy, especially in the back end of this round. If you are familiar with this content, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll be targeting Amon here. I like the receivers better in here than I do here. And sometimes London gets snapped up in here. I don't mind starting with a running back and then going London, but all right, so Taylor goes off the board. McCaffrey, we're going to start with Amon. Can't hate that. Just, I think he's been top 3 the last 3 years in a row. So just a great start there. Gonna store your points. And then, I'll be targeting like Chase Brown or Amari Hampton or something in here. I like starting wide receiver running back because that just allows you the flexibility to get best available in here. If you start 2 running back, like we're probably going to see 5 running backs go off in these spots right here, right? 1, 2, we get another 3 out of these 4 are probably going to be running backs. That's just what ADP says, right? Look at this round of running backs here before you get to London, AJ Brown, and Bowers, which I have Bowers above AJ Brown. I like AJ Brown's new landing spot, but I think Bowers is gonna be a better value there. Okay, so our friend in 12 here, Wheezy 8 Wheeze, pulls up Derrick Henry and just goes with the OG uh, running back squad here. Quick Genty, that's pretty good. I watched Genty go with the 5th pick in a draft earlier. So we're gonna get our choice. 2 of the 3 of these guys, which I plan on taking 1 of the 3. If you watch me, you know I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. So it's not that I won't draft Achan, but I think I have Amari Hampton above him anyway. So all right, we're gonna go with Amari Hampton here. Um, just you know, I like HM, but Amari Hampton has his coach as his offensive coordinator now, so that's the value. So I like this start. This is just a pretty good flexible start, right? We see, yeah, just look how many running backs went off the board here. 5 went in the back 2 here in the first 6, and then another 3, 4 off the board. That's super high for Brees Hall. So I had this rule that it's not a rule, it's not hard and fast, but I prefer not to draft Jets players. I just don't think the Jets have a good offense. It's not compelling. So I try to stay away from Jets players. So Garrett Wilson's really not on my radar. Brees Hall's not either. And see, that's one, not the issue, but that's one of the things with going with the Chase, Puka, and Jigba run here. All the value at the back end of the second round is receiver value. London, Pickens, Collins, Bowers, you know, even Rashi Rice to some degree, right? And so the running backs here, like, I've said it in all my drafts, I just don't think Arizona's going to be very good, and I don't think that plays to Love's. I think Love's going to have a season very similar to Ashton Genty's season last year, which that's not a hot take. Josh Allen at the 27. I mean, you guys know I'm diehard Buffalo Bills. You love to see it, but goodness, it's aggressive on Josh Allen. All right, we're coming up on the clock here. I think I probably take Kyron Williams. I like Javonte Williams a lot here. I actually like Javonte Williams a lot this year, but we'll grab one of these receivers, or we could get T Higgins now, and pick up. You know what? Let's go with Kyron. I think it's a good pairing with oh man, had a little bit of lag there. That's wild. That's wild. So why am I hitting this lag here? Interesting. All right. Something to keep a pitch on. So these are 20-second pitch, so they go quick. I mean, ETN, Kyron Williams, tomato, tomato. I have a preference for Williams, but ETN's a great pick there. That's fine as well. So triple running back out of the 11th spot here. Cook, Genty, Williams. Ibuka goes off at the 36. So we'll probably look to pick up a wide receiver on the way back here, which there are plenty, but there's Garrett Wilson. I don't want him, but like we probably won't get T. Yeah, but Burden, Evans, McLaurin. I actually like Ibuka in this ring, but that's okay. Higgins, yeah, pretty chalk through here. So Tedero McMillan. I don't know about Luther Burden. Actually, I might grab Statibo here and just be done. If this team right here doesn't grab Cam Statibo, I might grab Cam Statibo and just be yeah, they did. Okay. I was gonna say just be done. But that's okay. We wanted a receiver anyway. Of all these guys, I guess Tet's gotta be the highest upside, right? Okay, so nice balanced start. Feels good. Feels right. We're right where we need to be. Um, I like this lineup here in the 12. That looks good. I think Allen's gonna hurt, especially when you have Chase. I feel like you can get Burrow down here. Burrow actually tends to go over here more, but based on his ADP. But it just that feels. I mean, again, that's your guy. This is you're playing for all everything. So all right, as far as the picks available to us on the way back, right? We're gonna be drafting from like the 56. So if you look at ADP, right, we'll be having this range of players right here. I like DJ Moore. I like Watson. I like Dunze. I like Tate, probably the best of this bunch, and Dunze. I also like Quishon Judkins. If he falls to us, I will definitely grab him here. And actually, as I look at this, Judkins, I'm not huge on Irving, but I like Jadarian Price. So maybe grab a running back on our way back down here, depending on what happens. Team five only has one running back, so does team four. Team three has none, so we probably see a run on running backs through here. But both of these teams are pretty balanced so far, like us. But there's some good RB value with Judkins and Price in this range. And again, I value these receivers pretty similarly. Um, you know, they're all once you get past like McLaurin, I know everyone's hyped on Burden, or that just seems to be the consensus, but I still think Dunze is going to have a large volume share as well as Loveland, so I'm just not super high. I think Burden has great burst potential, but I'm not him over Jameson Williams. Let's put it that way. All right, there is a run on running backs there. We're gonna take Quishon Dawkins. Come on, there we go. He is good. All right, cool. So with this start, we could be a four running back build, meaning we only grab one more running back, and we'll grab him late. If we grab two more running backs, they'll be super late. We do want to hammer. We definitely want to hammer wide receiver now, and what we'll look to do is pick up wide receivers where we can stack their quarterback late. If you watch this content, you know stacking is a huge thing again because if you're betting on guys, you're playing for a huge amount of money, all the money basically in week 17, and so you want to double down on your bets in a format like this. And what I mean by that is you're gonna be inclined to stack. If you're betting on Amon Ross St. Brown to have a huge game in week 17, then Goff by default should as well. Or I don't know that I'll be forcing Bryce Young, but maybe we take him right at the end of the draft. So okay, Carnell Tate is the highest ADP. We'll take him. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move faster here because for some reason when I click into these, I'm getting a little bit of lag here. I'm not sure why. All right. So if we Jackson and Burrow both off. So the Higgins player got Burrow. Good for him. We now have outs to Goff and Cam Ward, and maybe this will be like a three quarterback build where we take our first one is Goff and then Cam Ward and then Bryce Young super late or somebody like that. But we're probably going to be pretty happy and content to just smash wide receiver through the next couple of rounds. So if we look at wide receivers and we look at the fact that we have the 80 pick here with the 7-9, and we go down to 80 IDP, there's some really good ones here. Pierce, Quentin Johnson, Cortland Sutton, Jaden Reed is who we'll kind of be looking at in that range. So, and I won't feel compelled to take a quarterback here just because of the talent we're going to get. And again, we can go for Goff late and Cam Ward late. I mean, we could also look to grab Justin Herbert here, but I just don't feel like passing on one of these wide receivers is worth taking Justin Herbert. If he does make it all the way around, maybe we would consider it with the 89 pick, but I don't think he's going to fall that low, right? His ADP is higher than that. It's 81. They have to fall 10 spots, so it's just probably not likely. But I just think the wide receiver value is too good here. So of these guys, I think I've got Pierce at the top. Little laggy. I'm trying to get him start here. Quentin Johnson, Cortland Sutton. Victor Kraft is a consideration too, depending on what happens. But it looks like I'm getting one of my guys here, so um, see what happens. All right, we'll take Pierce. Yeah, I have to figure that out. Everything looks fine right now with the internet. Why is that thing? So maybe it's their client, it might be client side. All right, so right now we have Amari Hampton, Travis Etienne, Quishon Judkins at running back, Amon Ra, Tedera, McMillan, Colonel Tate, Alec Pierce at wide receiver. Feels pretty good. Um, Coming back at the 89 now. Justin Herbert is off the board as right before us, actually. So we can wait on golf. Then Quentin Johnson, um, Downs, Godwin. You could go Downs and try to grab Daniel Jones later. The other thing is we could pick up RJ Harvey here, but I'd rather get Jonah Coleman later. Let's see how this goes. Do we want to pick up RJ Harvey on this run through? So we have three slots. We would get kind of all right. I'm happy with either of these guys. We'll take Godwin. That just is um, another piece right now. Gives us outs to Baker Mayfield. Maybe we can grab Mayfield on the way back here, and then pick up Golf on the way through. I think Mayfield's ahead of Goff, right? How does this stack out? Goff is a few ahead of Mayfield. Okay, pick up Goff and then Mayfield on the way back. We'll get one of them. We'll get one of them. All right. So wide receiver feels good. Probably pick up one or two more running backs. We are going to go with a three tight end build. We're just going to take tight ends super late. Maybe try to get a double stack with one of our quarterbacks. Although actually Laporta tends to go in no man's land here, so probably not going to get it if we go for Goff. Grab K-Dot late with Godwin. We'll see. All right, so one and two already have two quarterbacks. I have zero quarterbacks so far. Three's got Allen. Four's got Williams. Five has Hurts. Zero quarterback for the sixth slot either. Right, and zero quarterback for the 11 over here. So a couple more quarterbacks go ahead of us, right? Dart, Purdy, Stafford, Nix. Oh, there's a ton. There's a ton of talent still in here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be plenty fun. What does so we could look to go Laporta here. I mean, I'm more excited about him. Could do Pitts. I think I like Kenneth Gainwell actually. I think this is a great fourth running back. Unless he gets taken here, which he does not. So we'll take him. All right. So we don't have to slam a running back until super, super late. We'll pick up whatever quarterback on the way back through here. And then we'll probably end up with three QBs, three tight ends. Probably three is six. Probably five RBs is 11. That'll leave us seven receivers. All right. That works. Especially when we go with like an anchor receiver like Amon Ra. We have McMillan and Tate. I think honestly Cam Ward is in the cards for us quarterback wise, right? We'll pick one up here, maybe one up here, and then just pick up one late. But I think we'll try to snag Goff here, and then should be pretty easy to do. So we'll try to snag Goff here. Man, I have to restart my computer. Yeah, that client's annoying right now. Again, I don't know if it's my internet or client. My internet seems fine. I'm looking at it right now. But come on. So annoying. Did it go? It did. All right, we better get guys in queue. Could restart it, but we'll just play it out. So all right, so coming back around. Yeah. I get it. We're gonna be at the 128. We should be fine on quarterback, honestly. So let's go ahead and get Cam Ward. We can probably get on the way back through, right? So maybe we get our first tight end here. Actually, Concepcion. He's not going to make it back to us, though. Um, Looking at the tight ends, nothing super huge there. Looking at the wide receiver, Concepcion goes. Um, Coker dudes. Yeah, we might just snag Baker Mayfield here, right? If he makes it, we'll snag Baker Mayfield here, and then we'll grab Cam Ward late. Gordon Mason's okay, I suppose. Um, this would get Daniel Jones. So I'm not thrilled about any of these receivers. They're all okay. So we're on the clock. We'll grab Mayfield here. Well, it's working fine now. And then we'll okay, so coming back around with the 137. Um, I like Diggs. I like Jordan Mason. Um, what's the deal with Hunter? I mean, we could also just go Cam Ward here. I just don't see another player taking Ward, and even if that happens, we can go grab Daniel Jones later. So I think we want one of these players. You know what? Let's grab Keaton Mitchell and let's move him to the top of the pack. And the reason I say that is we have uh, Hampton already. So you don't typically want to go for handcuffs, but I could see something there for sure. And if we don't get Ward, that's fine. We might be able to snap off Daniel Jones late as well. Um, yeah, for sure. And there's also Woody Marks down here, which if we don't get Mitchell, which we did not, uh, we could grab Marks and just be done at running back. Okay, I'm down with that. So we'll grab Marks, and now we're just done at running back with 5. And with our last 5 picks, we're going to need 3 tight ends, 1 QB, and 2 receivers. And we should be good to go. So we'll look to prioritize one of these quarterbacks on the way back through, just so we get our stack. And then let's just start flagging guys we like. We like Jaden Naylor. We like Jenna Coleman. I guess we don't need another running back, but Coleman's good. I like Denzel Boston. Flournoy. Devo Samuel, where's he playing this year? We don't know, right? Um, Hawk. Grab him. So back and take a look at what's going on here. Gatson, I'm not huge on. Henry, I think, is serviceable. Probably just start grabbing some tight ends. These are all kind of the same guy. Strange is fine. All right. Yeah, we got a long run. Oh, Daniel Jones goes. Okay, so hopefully we can snag um, Cam Ward down here late. If not, it's not the end of the world. Hunter Henry goes. Omar Cooper goes. CJ Stroud still off the board. This Bryce Young is somebody we could put, but if we're taking Bryce Young, we're taking him way later. He goes undrafted sometimes in these. Um, Schultz is worth a consideration. Cam Ward goes, huh? Cam Ward and Bryce Young. Wow. All right. Well, I think we do need a third quarterback. Mendoza, Rogers, Geno Smith. I mean, we could just take CJ Stroud going through. I mean, I hate a naked CJ Stroud. I doubt that's going to win you the money, but we do need. Oh, interesting. All right. So run on quarterbacks and Geno Smith. So if I wanted a quarterback, it's one of these guys. You know what? I like Aaron Rodgers is go to the next. And if we get Hawkinson, that's okay too. All right, there's Rodgers, and we can look to take Fryermuth on the turnaround. Where is Fryermuth? Down here somewhere. Probably, honestly, would probably still wait. Try to get greedy and pick up Hawkinson. If not, we'll go with Fryermuth. That's fine. So at least we got a stack with Rodgers. How are we looking for tight ends? Okay, they have 2. They have 1. They have no tight ends here. Who do the quarterbacks? Lawrence and Murray. Yeah, so Hawkinson's going to go here. That's fine. We'll say Fryermuth. Um, Gotta imagine that TJ Hawkinson's going to go here. There's an argument for taking Jonah Coleman, but I don't think we need another running back. We have 5. Gotta be TJ Hawkinson. I cannot imagine he passes on him here. If Coleman's here, I think I'm going to take him. Yeah. And then we're just going to take whatever tight end to the back end. Now, I mean, now we're definitely done with running back, but I really like Jonah Coleman there. So We started off very heavy at wide receiver, and obviously now we need to catch up. So we got to get a couple more. So probably one more now because we still need our three tight ends, right? So one more receiver. So we're gonna do three tight ends, six, six, and three. I don't know how that runs. I think you want more than six receivers. Even when you go with Amon Ra in the first round, I think you want seven or eight receivers typically here, but we're made in our bed, so we're gonna lie on it, lay in it, on it, whatever. Okay. He did not take Hawkinson, so we're gonna go like this. And we do need another receiver. Bernard. Like Bernard. Uh, Tank Dell's fine. Tavian Wicks, I think, should have a small role in the offense. He's going to score some touchdowns, I think. I think. Um, Free Harris. Fine. Hodgson still didn't go. That's wild. They already have Warren and Kelsey in the two spots, so I can't imagine they're going to take one here. The Bowers team has Bowers and Kincaid. The McBride team picked up Chig Okonkwo. All right, so looks like everybody drafted pretty balanced. I don't see any major outliers here. The 12 spot did only grab four running backs so far, but I guess they started Barkley Henry, so Higgins and Burrow. Love with Watson and Reed. Okay, yeah, I like this team. That's good. And Dowdle, yeah, it's pretty good. We're about to be on the clock. We're just going to take Hawkinson here. And then we'll take Fryermuth on the turnaround. Sketchy freaking client. All right, we'll take Fryermuth on the turnaround unless he gets taken. And then one more receiver, and then one more tight end. So we end up with Goff, Mayfield, and Rogers, Hampton, Etienne, Quinchon, and Kenneth Gainwell, Woody Marks, Jonah Coleman for our RB pack, Amon Ra, Tet, Carnell Tate, Alec Pierce, Chris Godwin, plus one more unknown, and then Hawkinson and two um, other non-disclosed tight ends that remain to be seen, which I think, I don't know who they're going to be. I mean, Gunnar Helm, I guess we can throw him in there. Fryermuth we already have. Uh, Gesicki, I guess. Gesicki will be the last round pick. He takes Otten. So we get Fryermuth. Although we snaked him from him. So cool. So we do have Fryermuth with Rogers. We've got Godwin with Mayfield. And we've got Amon Ra with Goff. Pretty good. Pretty good stats there. All right, one more receiver. Guess we're going Ted Hurst because I've got the uh, Baker dude, and that makes most sense, right? First one's back around. I'm looking down here. I don't see anybody of note that would be worth pulling up. Um, I'll put Mooney on the list just in case. And Surratt, and I guess Franklin. One of you guys going last. Dylan Sampson, good value. So the team at four got Swift and Hubbard, and then Dylan Sampson. Whoa. Whoa. Uh, Puka, London, Tyson, Addison, Parasol, Diggs. Oh, they have four quarterbacks. Yeah, that's not great construction. They have four quarterbacks. Um, all right, the wide receivers we want go off. We'll go with Surratt. That's fine. Franklin Surratt's the same guy, and then we'll just get one of our tight ends at the back end here. So we'll have Giuseppe. We'll put I guess Stowers up there. Um, don't love Ingram. Uh, Probably Parkinson. That's fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. And it comes back around. Runner home goes. Okay, cool. So again, our roster construction is Goff, Mayfield, Rogers, Hampton, Etienne, Judkins, Gainwell, Marks, Coleman, St. Brown, Tet, Carnell Tate, Pierce, Godwin, Surratt, Hawkinson, Fryermuth, and, well, one of these folks right here. Whoever, whatever. One of them. Parkinson goes, and we get one of these three. So overall, not bad. Again, this tournament is 20 entries. You're allowed 20 entries. So we are gonna max it out. We'll do all 20 entries. Thank you guys for stopping in. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and stay tuned for another one. See you soon.